Let's talk about Guardians. It was a hell of a win yesterday. Down 5-0 again. Then the Naylor Bros on National Sibling Day came back in heroic fashion. They homered in the same inning. They drove in the game-tying run in the 10th, and then Bo hit the game-winning run in the 10th. And for a second there was scary ball. Another bad start from the starter. Tanner Bibee did not look great, but the offense came through and bailed them out when it mattered most.
Before we do the deep dive into the game, Bo Naylor, Josh Naylor, as you mentioned, both homered, and then they both got hits to win the game in the last inning.
Yeah.
But it's the first time brothers have hit home runs in the same game for the same team since, and want to guess what year and who they were?
1985.
I
don't know the answer.
Not that long ago.
I'm going to guess, I would guess the Boons. Was it the Boons?
No, not that long ago.
2004.
I can't think of another set of brothers since the Boons.
2013 Atlanta Braves. The Uptons.
Oh, the Uptons. Yeah. All right.
I had forgotten that they played together for a little while.
Yeah.
Man, B.J. Upton was so weird. Like, that guy for a couple of years was phenomenal.
And
then he went off the cliff. And kind of Justin Upton did that, too, to some degree.
The Boons did play together, didn't they? Didn't Brett and Aaron play together?
I don't know. I
Maybe
don't
not.
remember.
Maybe I'm making that up.
Maybe they didn't homer in the same game.
Whatever. Doesn't matter. We're going to go down a Boone rabbit hole.
Brett Boone was juicing and whatever.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Allegedly.
So, in terms of the game, so 2 games in a row, the Guardians have to come back down 5-0. They come back down 5-0 in the second game of the series. They end up losing.
Yeah.
They come back down 5-0
McNuggets'
to win this game. I know it's the White Sox. You don't really want to be in a position against a terrible team like the White Sox to have to come back from 5. But I'll tell you what, this team has shown a ton of resiliency offensively.
Yes, they have.
And even though they didn't play a perfect series, far from it, against the White Sox, in the end, 4 straight series wins to start the season. They've taken care of business.
McNuggets jinxed them.
He did.
Yes,
well, they won, so he couldn't have jinxed them.
No, he jinxed it because Tuesday we was talking about Triston McKenzie starting. He was like, it's like they got one of the worst batting lineups in MLB.
When they're healthy, their lineup isn't terrible.
That's what he said. He was like, well, right now, nobody's healthy. Yeah. They're not good at all right now, blah, blah, blah. And ever since he said that statement, they start racking off runs.
Well,
so,
because Jimenez is hurt, as always. Yeah. Robert's hurt. And then Moncada got hurt. He didn't play yesterday.
He's out 6 months.
McNuggets,
so now
you can't comment on batting orders no more.
Gavin Sheets.
Sheets is off to a good start.
He had a double and a homer.
Yeah. You know who else homered yesterday? Stephen Kwan.
Sure did.
He did. He smoked that ball.
Yeah. So we'll see. I mean, that's 2. His career high is 6.
Yeah.
So clearly he struck out more. Zach and I were talking about that in the press box the other day. Zach said he's got 8 strikeouts already. But this is the trade-off that you're trying to make with Kwan is you're trying to get to a little bit more power. And if that comes, I mean, he's still hitting 386. So if that comes with a little bit more swing and miss,
I don't care.
You take it.
Yeah,
you take
100%.
that trade-off.
Where are the Guardians in the home run?
They, as of 2 days ago, they were 28th in home runs per game. I'll look it up right now.
No. See, I don't want to do it like that.
Well, it's got to be per game.
I don't want you to. No, I don't want you to do it like that.
Well, I did it runs per game too.
Tyvis, they are tied for 18th.
Yes, that's the number I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. Here we come, top 15.
The Guardians, in terms of runs per game, are tied for 4th with the Pirates. Who had that? The Guardians and Pirates tied for 4th. In terms of home runs per game, it's probably up a little now because they had 3 yesterday. Home runs per game.
They're tied for 19th, Tyvis.
Okay, so it wasn't not much different.
I like 18 better.
Actually, and their percentage points away from their less than 100% behind Colorado and Seattle for a tie for 17th.
So that's basically
Colorado hitting home runs like that.
So,
well, they play in helium.
Yeah.
So they play in the Helium Dome.
Okay.
They're in Denver.
Well,
there is, it's too early to be worried, but 2 out of 3 starts, Tanner Bibee has not looked good.
No, he's looked awful.
And that's a guy that you're really counting on.
He's
so
supposed
you hope
to be the ace.
Well, I tweeted yesterday, and I wondered, and somebody responded to me and said, well, it didn't matter last year, but I'll explain why I think it's different. And maybe it's not. Maybe it's just a coincidence. I wonder, and again, you're right, he pitched poorly in his first start, but I wonder, because Bibee and Allen both pitched terribly this week, I wonder if some of that is, oh man, Bieber's hurt, we got to do more. Like, are they putting too much pressure on them. Last year they were rookies.
Yeah.
You know, it was the middle of this early middle. They didn't start the season with the big league club.
Yeah.
There's more expected of them this year, especially
Yeah.
Bibee. I wonder if that factored in at all.
I don't think it's that as much as teams now have a full year of tape on him, and now they have a better understanding of his pitches. And how many times you see it, a guy's second year, there's a little bit of struggle there. There's a regression until you sort of make the adjustment to the adjustment.
Right.
And I think it's more that with Bibee, that he's got to figure out now.
Yeah.
Guys are sitting on whatever, and now how do you adjust? He's still really talented. I think he's going to do great. I think he's going to have a great year.
Right.
But 2 out of 3 starts now, he's been knocked around quite a bit.
And the 2 starts that he's been knocked around by Oakland and Chicago.
Yeah.
What was your bold prediction before the season?
Bibee would catch Cy Young votes.
Okay.
Off to a bad start.
Okay.
Yes.
I just wanted to make sure you were aware.
Titus's prediction is not far off.
Oh, come on now.
But it's April 11th.
That's so what? This thing is headed this way right here. This where the home run, they're going just like
I
this.
said a few days ago when they were, in terms of runs per game, they were like 3rd, and home runs per game, they were 28th a couple of days ago. And that's not sustainable, right? You're not going to finish top 5 in runs if you're bottom 5 in home runs.
Usually.
But you can be top 5 in runs in the middle of the pack in home runs. The goal for the Guardians, in a perfect world, we'd love them to be a top 5 home run team. We know that's not going to happen. If they can be even close to the middle of the league, then they'll have a chance to be really good offensively.
Yeah. They are funny for that. That tweet, power hitter. They hilarious.
Oh, that was after the Stephen Kwan home run.
I love that.
Last night.
But
also, Bo's home run, by the way.
Yeah.
That was a rocket.
That was a
I'm talking
bomb.
like an absolute piss missile to left center.
And
they're called swamp donkeys now. I just learned that.
Swamp donkeys?
When you crush a home run, it's a swamp donkey?
That's what the kids call it, swamp donkeys.
I thought they were piss
the
missiles.
Players or
That's
like
also
kids'
piss
kids?
missile. No, the
like
kids.
your kid.
My kids.
Swamp
my
and
kids'
his buddies. They say
swamp donkeys.
What does that even mean?
I have no idea.
Never heard of
Piss
it.
missile is still absolutely a thing, but there's also such a thing. Piss missiles are like rockets. Bombs are swamp donkeys.
Also, I said left center. That was dead center. My apologies. That piss missile from Bo Naylor was dead center.
And I'll tell you what,
he had a freaking swamp donkey.
I'll tell you what, that was when you look at the bottom. When they won it in the 10th, right? 10th or the 11th?
The 10th inning.
Yeah. Why was I thinking the 11th? So in the 10th inning, obviously, in the top of the 10th, the White Sox took the lead, right? And in the bottom of the 10th, Jose's up first. You got Jimenez in second. It feels like, okay, it's inevitable. With Jimenez's speed, you're going to score.
Yeah.
But Ramirez makes an out and does not get Jimenez to third. And so that's a tricky spot for Naylor.
Yeah.
Because he doesn't know, is this guy going to pitch around me? Is he going to put me on?
Right.
I don't know. And that's a big at-bat. Because if he doesn't get the hit there, I know they ended up doing more that inning, but I think if Josh Naylor doesn't get a hit after Ramirez makes the out in the 10th, I bet they lose the game. That was a big-time clutch hit by Naylor to tie it up, and then everybody else can relax because you know the game's tied.
Can I ask you guys a question real
Off
quick?
of old buddy Bryan Shaw.
That's
where my question goes. Bryan Shaw was in for the White Sox.
Yeah.
And Cleveland fans have seen the Bryan Shaw experience time after time.
Oh, yeah.
When he took the mound in the 10th with Jimenez on second, on a scale of 1 to 10, how confident were you the Guardians would not only just tie the game up but take the lead there? Because I was sitting at the Cavs game last night, and we could change the channels in the media section, and everyone's looking around like, oh, it's Bryan Shaw? It's Bryan Shaw? Oh, we're fine.
That's
we're
crazy. I would never want to have that type of reputation.
Oh,
But
I think he was saying it was crazy that Mike actually went to the Cavs game yesterday. Why would he do that?
Because you need to cut that out.
I mean, they're unwatchable.
Because it was, we'll get to that later.
Yeah, I thought that
That's crazy.
I thought that Shaw. I thought they'd beat Shaw. I don't know why they didn't walk Naylor in that situation.
Who was up after him? I don't remember.
Will Brennan.
Yeah, I'm with you. That was a weird.
Why would you Naylor's the second most dangerous hitter on the Guardians.
Yeah.
Honestly, right now he might be the most dangerous hitter on the Guardians, but he's the second at
you
worst.
set up a double play.
Right, and you set up a double play, and it's not like you say. I think a lot of teams don't want to do that because you put the winning run on base.
Yeah.
But and they eventually ran for Naylor, but I don't know, man. I'm more. I'm trying. If I'm the road team, I can't worry about I got to get that guy on second and not let him score. And I would way rather face Will Brennan with first and second than Josh Naylor with the runner on second.
With the runner in scoring position.
So I was surprised. I didn't like that move by the White Sox, but it worked for the Guardians.
I think Bryan Shaw has had some magnificent implosions.
Oh, he stinks.
I don't think he stinks.
Oh no, he stinks now.
Well, yeah, but like
he was unfairly killed his time here.
Yes, that's where I was going
100%.
I think the reputation was not fair to him.
He had some memorable blow-ups.
Oh, for sure.
And that, and honestly, Dustin would kill him every time. He would kill him. Yep. He hated Shaw. Yep. Shaw, for many years, was a very good reliever for the.
And he was durable and he was reliable. And in fact, Zach and I talked to him yesterday before the implosion. Right. We talked to him before the game about his durability and about the way that he just goes about.
You talked him up.
All the arm injuries going on today and stuff like that.
Yeah, he's been crazy durable. But at this point, I think he's.
You talked to him up before a loss, huh?
He was in a great mood before the game. I didn't talk to him after the game.
As the great Jason Lloyd would say, he's playing on three wheels.
Yes.
Bryan Shaw is playing on three wheels.
Flat.
Yeah, right. So, I mean, that guy, he's not really good anymore. But
is the Yankees the next?
Yes.
Yes. I love this series. I'm very excited about this series.
And is Cookie starting it off?
What is the
problem?
He played for the Mets.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Carrasco?
He played for the Mets last year, not the Yankees.
No.
No, he's saying is he the first
pitcher
in the series?
Starting the pitcher?
Yes. According to the ESPN,
he's next up.
McKenzie will pitch in this series. It's Carrasco, McKenzie, and I don't know the.
And Logan Allen.
But for game one, right, the rotation right now, Carrasco
would be
next.
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Oh no, the last two games were Logan Allen and Bibee. So yes, it'll be McKenzie
off day Thursday. So McKenzie goes Saturday, I think, didn't he? They may have. Let me check.
They moved when they're going to bring up that fifth starter either Monday or Tuesday in Boston.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
So it's McKenzie, it's Carrasco, and it's.
They may have announced the problem.
It's listed as Logan Allen.
And it's Logan Allen. Yeah, right. It's right because they only have 4 starters right now. That's what it is. That's what they did. Logan Allen's going to go Sunday, and then Monday they'll either go Bibee Monday, and then have whoever they call up pitch Tuesday, or vice versa.
I hope McKenzie.
How did Xavier Curry do in?
Yeah, he pitched
Columbus?
last night. I didn't see.
Ben
the
Lively
results.
pitched 2 nights ago. He went 5 1/3. He gave up a 3-run homer and only 1 strikeout.
Yeah, I didn't see what Curry did yesterday.
I'm looking it up right now.
By the way, I was talking about this. I don't know if you've paid attention. Have you seen what this Orioles AAA lineup has been doing?
Zach and I were talking about it.
It's insane.
They scored
It's a major
20
league
some odd.
lineup.
Yeah, well, their OPS is like over 1,000.
Now they just called Matt Holliday up.
Right.
Not Matt
Jackson.
Holliday, Jackson Holliday.
Yeah, their farm system is filthy. Filthy.
With the hitters. I mean, it's just insane.
Yeah.
They have like 4 or 5 guys there that should be playing in the big league.
The Orioles had a big comeback last year.
Yeah, they did.
I thought they was going to look.
Speaking of which, did you see the home run that one of their other young kids, the kid who plays second base,
Curry pitched 4 innings.
He hit one over the monster like in center field.
Oh, really?
Basically.
I didn't see that.
Go ahead, Mike.
Curry pitched 4 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, 3 walks, 1 strikeout.
How many pitches? One strikeout? That's not great.
Yes, Lively only had 1 strikeout the day before.
He threw 60 pitches.
Okay.
So it's probably going to either be Curry or Lively either Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah, that's probably.
And they've just moved everybody else up. But you'd rather have that guy start against the Red Sox than the Yankees.
Sure.
Who's pitching for the Yankees this weekend? I think Luis Gil.
Yeah, Clark Schmidt is scheduled to start against Cookie Carrasco.
That could be high scoring.
Luis Gil in the second matchup, and then if Logan Allen gets the start on Sunday, he's scheduled to start against Nestor Cortez.
Yeah, I mean, the Yankees' rotation
is not great.
The Yankees' rotation is not great. Their bats have been excellent to start the season.
Yep.
I give them credit. I picked them not to make the playoffs again this year. It's way early, but so far they swept the Astros. They took I think 2 out of 3. They might have swept the Arizona. Took 2 out of 3 against Arizona. So they've already beaten a couple good teams lately. They've been playing the Marlins, although they lost yesterday. But obviously they got some really dangerous hitters who at the moment are healthy. I pick against them because I think they're an injury-prone team and an old team. Yeah. But, you got to deal with Judge, you got to deal with Soto, and you got to deal with Stanton right now.
Volpe's been terrific.
Volpe's just they're one of their few good young players.
Yeah.
And even Rizzo and Torres are pretty good. So their lineup's dangerous. And it'll be a good challenge for the Guardians pitchers.
Absolutely. I'm
But
curious
I
to
think
see,
the offense should continue to do well against the Yankees.
I'm curious to see Triston McKenzie against.
That's what I want to see.
Now, McKenzie was a lot better in his second start. He wasn't great, but the velocity was up.
They was it wasn't a lot of swing and miss.
The velocity was up a tick, but there was not a lot of swing and miss. He had better command of his four seam.
Right.
We'll see.
But he averaged, I think the first start he was like 90.4, and this one was 91.3
yeah, it's up
or
a
something.
tick. It was up a tick.
So that was, at least, listen.
And that's good.
You take
that's
it.
good. You take it. But you're going from the White Sox to the Yankees. And
yeah, you make a mistake against Soto or Judge or Stanton, it's a problem.
It's going to be his best game. 6 strikeouts.
I hope you're right.
I mean, they need him.
6 strikeouts.
They really
I got your back, Tristan. 6 strikeouts.
They need Bibee and
Yankees.
McKenzie to be great.
Put me on camera. 6 strikeouts. Take the over.
Zach and
FanDuel, take the over whenever he pitched.
I'll give you a little bit of a tease. Zach and I had a tremendous conversation with Tristan.
Oh, he's the best.
About everything going on with him right now.
Yeah.
It'll run next week. Check it out in The Athletic. It'll be really good.
Great tease.
This is
You're getting good at this.
He was great.
It's a good tease.
He was very vulnerable. He was very vulnerable.
I know we say this about